Oh yeah, let's do this. Hello and welcome back to the Futile Film Project. If there's one thing that's getting pretty worn out, it's superhero movies. But in close second is the tired action hero. When I say tired, I mean tired. Old, lethargic, and wishing to spend their last few years on a porch somewhere pulling pension checks from whatever agency they used to work for. What happened to the action hero who wanted to be in their own film? Before we dive in, if you want to help me murder dozens of nameless henchmen, hit that subscribe button down below. Now back to the show. In 1988, we were treated to one of the greatest Christmas movies ever made, Die Hard. Following NYPD officer John McClane as he brutally murders a group of terrorists during his wife's work Christmas party. While he didn't ask for this, it is clear that he's having fun. By Live Free or Die Hard, the fourth and final film in the series, we've seen John thrown into death-defying situation after situation. He's killed more terrorists than he can count. Even jumping a cop car into a helicopter is just another Tuesday for him. He never wanted this, but it's just what he does. We can see this across the entire genre. John Wick was done. All he wanted to do was drive his classic car around empty airfields with his dog in the passenger seat, until they drug him back in. John Rambo just wants to raise horses in Arizona until they come knocking on his door. James Bond wants to drink himself into a stupor until, well, you get the picture. Again and again and again. I get it. You don't want this, but you're the only one that can. That's why 2001's Lara Croft Tomb Raider is a film that I just can't get out of my head. A critical flop based on a beloved video game series that is now over 2 decades old, there is no way I should still remember this movie. And yet, it lives in some dark corner of my brain. I think that everything that makes this film great can be boiled down to a single scene. Laura has the movie's MacGuffin, the clock, and has decided to spend her free time practicing air bungee ballet? Like you do. I don't really know why she's doing this, but I love the look the butler gives her, like, oh yeah, this is perfectly normal. Unbeknownst to her, a group of armed commandos are about to break in and steal the clock. She's alerted at the last moment, and this happens. I honestly can't think of anything more terrifying than this look. It's barely audible, but if you listen closely, you can hear him crap his army surplus trousers. Imagine for 1 second you're this guy. You and 10 of your highly trained comrades have been hired to steal this item from a mansion. There are only 3 people inside. An old guy, some nerd, and a lady. Couldn't be an easier job. Sure, you have your reservations. Why did they pay so much? Why did they request so many of you for such an easy job? Why are we going in weapons hot when all they need is the, clock? No matter, you're a professional. You come crashing through the ceiling and are immediately met face to face 30 feet above the ground with her. And all she does is this. This is a character who wants to be here. Confidence oozes from every pore. The fact that she's about to murder a bunch of random people is exactly how she wanted to spend her night. She is loving this. In the realm of this story, and probably any other story, this is psychopathic. It would be wildly off-putting if John Wick was grinning from ear to ear for the entire film. And I'm not saying that I would want that. But let's go back to John McClane for a second. He cracks jokes, he has one-liners,
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
and he playfully taunts the terrorists with the corpse of their dead friend. Oh my god. Maybe these movies are psychopathic. Regardless, he is having fun. Movies have been sulking in a dark corner of their room for the past few years. Everything is going for a grim, realistic tone, whether or not it suits the film. I am a sucker for Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight, but that mood doesn't really fit 2013's Man of Steel. Give me Christopher Reeve's era Superman any day of the week. Let's have some fun and not worry that Lois Lane would have been turned into sushi by this fall. When they revisited Lara Croft in 2018 with a darker, more grounded origin story, it was a box office success. But being 17 years newer than the first film, wow, is it more forgettable. A large part of this comes down to scenes like this. One is stupid and fun and memorable, and the other is, realistic, I guess? I want to remind everyone that this is a film series based on a game series where Laura unironically fights a fucking T-Rex. If anything, it should be fun. I want to be clear, 2001's Lara Croft Tomb Raider is not a good film. It is caked in a thick layer of camp that only the early 2000s can provide. The action is weak and the story is lackluster. But it is fun and it is memorable. I would pick it over its 2018 counterpart any day of the week. I would also pick Die Hard over either of them, but that's beside the point. Many people go to the movies to escape. Let's give them a few more movies to escape to. Thank you for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button down below, and we'll all start pushing together. I'll see you next time.